over over the next several weeks, reach out to a lot of you about being position mentors this year, and forming at least one, if not two, pregame crews for when we do our mock drill on our pregame. So I'll be reaching out to a whole bunch of folks, like I said, over the next couple of weeks, and seeing if we can get locked into to taking care of those things. Schedule wise, we've got a full slate. We're pretty excited about what we're trying to do. But first, let me back up and let me thank a bunch of folks. First is thanking this year's rules presenters. I'll just call them by name, and again, we thank them. We thank them in advance of what they're going to do. Rule 1, Stephen Clayton. I won't name the rule, the subject. You guys know what the subject matters are. Rule 2, Henry Rice. Rule 3, George Smith. And we had to get out of order a couple of times due to some conflicts, and also Rule 5 will follow Rule 3. So Rule 5, Kevin Golston. Rule 4, Chip Quay. Rule 7, Billy Beck. Rule 8, Bobby Burrow. Rule 9, Ricky Meadows. Rule 6, Henry Rice again. And Rule 10, Warren Ostrom. So again, I want to thank these guys. We've had guys who have presented in the past, and some of you guys who've presented in the past will be hopefully be back presenting again. I try to change it up a bit every year and get some new folks in, some different folks. So and I think presenting, certainly for this group and any other group, I think presenting requires you to study, requires you to read and get into the book. And that's a big benefit for being a presenter. And then you take that information with you when the season starts and as the season goes along and in the next year. And I just think you can build a catalog of information by just sharing with others that way. So again, thank you to all of you. I want a special thanks to Stephen Clayton. Stephen is a major contributor to what we're trying to accomplish. He's done legwork on videos. I sent everybody a video Saturday that he had retrieved from YouTube. I hope you guys had a chance to get that and either look at it now or recently, or put it in your video library. It's very good. It's a great video of the rules. So hope you have that. And Stephen is going to be helping us throughout the clinic season with some other video information. So I thank him a whole lot. Now about the schedule itself, as noted, there's always a chance for some changes, and we did make some changes earlier today relative to the schedule. Nothing major, just something that I thought was necessary because of right now the way the economy is and the way gas prices are. So what I've done was, and again, it's not a drastic change by any means, but on the dates of Monday and Tuesday, July 11th and July 12th, instead of meeting in person, those sessions will be now online. Okay, so that's just a way of trying to be sensitive to the fact that there's already a lot of driving going on. We all know that, and before all this, these prices went up out of the roof. Driving wasn't so bad because the price of gas per gallon wasn't so bad, and we certainly hope that it doesn't go up anymore, though it probably will, which is just kind of just real bad. It's the only word I can think of right now is just bad. So again, for that reason, and that reason primarily, we're going to go online again on Monday and Tuesday, July 11th and July the 12th. Okay, so those will be online. So what that does, as far as the overall schedule, it gives us six in-person activities, which includes sessions, includes the coaches Q&A forum, includes the association meeting and state meeting. So there will be six in-person activities. Now we'll have 7 online activities, and that includes a number of the sessions, but also includes a study hall that we're trying to do this year in July. We plan to do a field mechanics on keys this year on an off day, which would be Wednesday, July the 27th. And we'll conclude the first week of play, which will be Thursday and Friday, August 18th and 19th. We'll try to conclude that week with a post game that following Monday, an online post game for anyone who worked on that Thursday or that Friday, and just have an online session to see how things went your first time out. And you have any questions or concerns or something happened in your game, anything like that. And we'll see if we can extend that during the season. We may be able to do that. But right now, we'll just try to start with that particular Monday and see how it works out. So that's the schedule. Again, there wasn't any major changes. Now, the thing about August, when we get to August, that's all football. That's all outside. That's mechanic sessions on consecutive Mondays. That is the start of the scrimmage season on August the 11th. And that following week, the games begin. So today marks 1 day short of 2 months before the season starts. 1 day short of 2 months. So it's coming fast. It'll be here before you know it. All right. So so I'm going to now turn it over to Warren for some introductions of folks who have signed on with us for the first time, and we hope that all you veteran officials will welcome the new people and help them out. And you see them on the field working at mechanic stuff and possibly scrimmages and things of that nature, then get involved, get with them. You don't have to have a title to help somebody out. Just get with them. For a lot of you, been around a long enough time that you can impart some wisdom to get them on the right track. So Warren, I'll turn it over to you.
I see that looks like there's two new officials that are on the call tonight, unless there's more break in. Derek Lane and Kyle Deering. Derek Lane, could you unmute your mic and tell us about yourself?
Yes, my name is Derek Lane. I have been born and bred here in Havelock, and I've been interested in trying to do officiating for about the last couple of years, and now I'm finally on, so I'm looking forward to it.
Did you have any what your experience as a player, coach, or what else do you have behind you?
Well, I played football in high school. I played intramural football in college, and I've played basketball and ran track. So I have some knowledge of the game itself. I just don't have the mechanics and all the signals down.
All righty. Thank you. Kyle Deering. Kyle Deering, are you still on the call?
Let's see if I can get him. While we try to reach Kyle.
Apologies, I'm back here. I had to
Oh, okay.
allow permissions for my phone to
Okay.
use the mic and camera. So yeah, I'm Kyle Deering. I'm actually not from here originally. I'm originally from St. Louis. I got out of the Marine Corps in August of last year. Decided I wanted to stay here, me and my family. Played 2 years of high school football. I was not very good at it. I mean, I still enjoy watching the sport all the time. I understand the rules. Again, it's the signals. I do have officiating experience. I officiated roller and ice hockey. But unfortunately, it's not a big sport around here in Eastern North Carolina. So besides the little stuff I do at Rollerland for the kids, I do not officiate.
Okay. Well, like.
All right. Thank you for that. Or are there any other new people that we didn't mention that I didn't see? All righty. Okay. All right. What Thurman also asked me to talk about was, I'm a collector of a whole kind of a library of stuff going on. So what we're gonna, me and Thurman decided to do is the 2022 preseason guide. Each one of y'all are going to get one of those so that you can use it as you prepare for your clinics. Go through that as we're going over a particular rule. Take a look at it. Go over that section and reinforce some rule changes and mechanic changes this year because, like I said, there's some major ones that have come out. And again, till the state clinic, we don't know how they want to enforce, but we can get a pretty good idea of what's going on there. Secondly, referee published a new guide, and this will be given to all the first-year officials. It's called "What to Expect in the First 12 Months of Your Officiating Career." So there's topics that you can go through, things that you need to work through, and just basically to keep you on course to become an official and stay officiating, which is more equally important. It never ceases to amaze me that we'll get, like Thurman said earlier, we'll have 12 people sign up, and by the end of the session, we may have 5. And if we're lucky to keep them for 5 or more years, being in the military community, guess what? People leave. So again, that'll take care of. Again, I have various books in my library that the clinicians are more than welcome to borrow. I got everything from topics to an old book, and then to Steve, I don't know if he ordered the new videos out on plays. We'll take care of that. Again, I have all those. I'll show them at the meeting tomorrow night if somebody wants to borrow those to look at clinics or a preview for a rule that or you don't understand, or call me on the phone as you're going through a rule that you may not understand, and I can go into the book just further clarification on the rule. Basically, most of these books that I have explain rules and mechanics in more detail, but it may answer your questions better. All right, with that, that's all I got, Thurman. Thurman, you back out there? Steve Clayton, are you there?
I'm here.
You may want to find out why we lost Thurman.
He's back on now.
Okay. Thurman,
Probably lovely Suddenlink internet.
yeah. We don't want to talk about my computer. That's why I'm on a cell phone. Thurman, I'll turn it back over to you.
All right, we got a question from Donnie. Go ahead, Donnie.
The powers that be, I looked at the email addresses. Somebody needs to reach out to TC. His email has changed. I got them all registered and stuff last week, but that's one thing. It's not 007 TC Bond anymore. He's got a new one. So I would give him a buzz. Whoever's sending out, Steven or Thurman or Warren, whoever's sending out the requests for the Google, go ahead and touch base. We can get his new address, please.
Thank you, Donnie.
Thurman, you back on? Tim Strahan, you got a question?
Yeah, what time do we start tomorrow?
Start at 6:30.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Donnie,
Yes.
do you have TC's new address that you can text it to me, or his phone
I
number?
actually wrote it down for him, and it's in his wallet, so I don't have it. I could give him a call to have him call one of you guys, but like I said, I just looked at the email addresses, and it has his old email address on there. So
Yeah,
we
that's
need-
all
we need-
that's all that we had. That's all we had at the time. Yeah. So if there's something different there, we
Yep,
appreciate
roger
it. We
that.
can get it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I gave him a call. I sent him a text and make sure he's going to be tomorrow. So
Okay. Cool. Thank you. Just real briefly.
Thurman, we got some questions coming through. People raise
Sure.
their hand.
Yeah, let's go.
Chip-
Go with the question.
Chip Quay, go ahead.
So I was just curious, has anybody gotten the new rule book for this year? I haven't gotten mine yet, and I hate to do the clinic on old rules if they've got changes.
Well, go to, can you hear me, Chip?
Yes.
Go to Google and put in football rule changes 2022, and you'll get a page of the new rules. And you can, until you get your book, you'll have that along with your last year's book.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay. We're gonna talk about the
I'm
new
a-
rule.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
put
Steve.
the link to the rule changes in the chat in a second, and then Alvin, I got you up next.
Okay.
Hey,
Alvin?
Donnie. I just
Yeah.
text TC the link. So if he click on the link, it'll pop up on his phone if he have an iPhone. Cause that's what I did with my father.
okay, well, I haven't talked to TC yet today. I just noticed that.
Okay, all right.
Any other questions right now? Okay. Well, just going over briefly the 22 rule changes, and then of course, as Stephen said, he's sending them out to everybody, so you'll have them. But at the risk of being redundant, I'm just going to read through them real quick, without elaboration. And once you guys get your books, or if you've got some other means of information that you can glean from the internet, then you can dig right into it even before you get your books. But the new rules are in Rule 123G, Notes 3. It's about the team box. Team box may be extended by state association adoption. The team box may now be extended beyond the 25-yard line. Okay. Hey. You all right? Okay. And 133, ball may be changed between downs. Any game official may order the ball changed between downs now. Any official can order the ball to be changed. All right. In 143, the number 0 is now a legal number. Single digit 0 is now a legal number. In 238, a chop block has been redefined. It's been redefined as an illegal combination block where contact is made above and below the waist. Okay. 347, clarify the offended team's game clock options. Clarify the offended team's game clock options following a foul committed with less than 2 minutes remaining in either half. So be sure just kind of dig into that a little bit about what the clarification is as a whole. 361A1E exception 2 added a new exception to the play clock administration. Added a new exception to the play clock administration following a foul committed only by the defensive team. That is new. It's very new. Another new rule is added a new exception for the passer that allows the passer to legally throw the ball away to conserve yardage. That's big. And then the points of emphasis are pretty much what they've been for the last couple of years. Targeting / defensiveless player, legal uniforms and equipment, and sportsmanship. Those haven't changed in probably 3 or 4 years. So there's not a lot of rule changes, not a lot of verbiage about them, but there's a couple of them that are very substantial, game changers, if you will. Okay. So I'm gonna turn it back over to Warren for a little bit. Warren's going to talk about some publications that we have for everyone. We'll be starting to give them out tomorrow night for those that we see tomorrow, and
I already did that while you were on break.
Oh, you did? Okay, you
Yes,
talked
sir.
about it? Okay, yeah. He's got some really good stuff. We'll give stuff out until we run out of it, which I don't think we will. But he's got publication for the new officials, and he's got a real good, about a 12-page document for everybody else. So we'll do that tomorrow when we meet.
Thurman, I got to jump off because they're working on that project I talked about.
Okay, take care. See you tomorrow, man.
Bye-bye.
All right. Does anybody have any other questions for the general session tonight? Nope. Well, Stephen, I'd like to thank you for getting this going. We look forward to, can you hear me, Steve?
I can hear you.
Okay. We look forward to your continued work in this. This is fantastic. Having it kind of off my desk, if you will. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So we look forward to it's about 6:56 right now. We look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow with Rule 1 at 6:30 at Trent O's Cadillac. If no other
Thurman, I
questions.
got a couple of things
Okay.
real quick. I'm gonna send
Okay.
everybody out a link I'm gonna set it up as a quiz for tomorrow evening with Rule 1, going over things. I'm gonna send everybody a link to that, so you'll be able to use your smartphone for the quiz tomorrow evening. And then 2, if you're a presenter on July 11th or July 12th, I'll send you in as a co-host for those 2 clinics, since we're moving those to online.
Correct. Thank you, Steve. Ken, you got a question?
Nice to be back, gentlemen.
Yes, it is. Nice to see you.
It's been too long and dealing with too many crazy people. So it's good to be back where folks got good sense.
Well, it's great to see you, man.
I'll tell you the war story when I can talk to you by myself. But I'm still in Rocky Mount, so I will not be there tomorrow night. But I won't be here
Okay.
much longer because I've had about all I want.
Well, we're glad to see you and glad to know that you're coming back this way. That's great. And you're looking really good. Look healthy.
We're doing what we can.
All right. Okay.
Good to
We'll
see
see
you
you when
guys.
you get back.
Good to see
you when you
guys.
get back down here. All right. All right, man. Well, if there's nothing else, we'll sign off and see everybody tomorrow night at 6:30. Appreciate it.